How's it going, everyone? Adam here from Coding Basics, and welcome to tutorial number 8 in my HTML and CSS series. And in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to use links in HTML. There are two different ways we can use links. The first one being to link to another web page within your website. The other way is to link to an external website. So basically a website that you have encoded, like Google or Facebook. We can put a link on our website to direct someone to our Facebook page or our Google Plus account. So I'm going to show you both of those applications. First, we're going to start with linking to other pages on our website. I have these two different HTML pages, page 1 and page 2. Now, if I go here to where I have my web pages saved, you'll see here, this is the main links directory, or not directory, the main links web page where we're going to add our links. Here's page 1. So you'll notice page 1 is in the same directory. I've created a random folder up here which I just named directory, and if we go in there, that's where page 2 is. Why did I do that? That way I can show you how to navigate to a page in a different directory. Alright, so let's get started. The tag for a link is the A tag. It's an open and close tag. Oops. Now, why is it A? I don't 100% know. In HTML4, an A tag could be used for hyperlink or an anchor. I suspect that A is short for anchor. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I suspect. But now in HTML5, the only purpose of A tag is for hyperlinks. So it is kind of a weird tag, but easy enough to remember, I'd say, just because you're going to be using them a lot. No website is one page nowadays. There is multiple ones that you're linking to. Alright, anyway. So, how do we create links? In between the tags, you don't put your link of the website. This is where you put the text for your link. So, I'm just going to put down here, link to page 1. This is the link our user is going to see to click on. Now, how do we specify where it's linking to? Well, look up here to this meta tag. This is what you call a parameter. So inside of a tag, you have a space, and then you can have a list of parameters. And all a parameter is, you specify the parameter, you have an equal sign, and then between text, you have the value for that parameter. So, put a space after our A tag. The parameter we need to specify here is href. Equal sign, and then your link goes between the quotation marks. So, to link to page 1, we need to say page 1, and we can't forget the extension, so .html. Alright, let us run this in Chrome. You'll see here link to page 1. I click on it and we're on page 1 in fact. Now, one thing I want to mention. Another way we could have specified this, we don't need to. This is simpler. But when you put a period, this specifies to start in this directory. Start looking for in this directory. So when you put a period and a slash, that means this directory. The directory that this file is in. So whatever file, so links.html is in my C drive somewhere. This just means wherever this file is saved, that's the directory you should be looking in. Now, just to show you that we get the same result, we end up in the same area. Okay, now, we're going to create our link for page 2. So link to page 2. Page 2 is a little different. It's not in the same directory. So we need to specify which directory it's in. We have our period for start in this directory. Then we have our slash. And now we put directory. And another slash. So we're saying start in this folder. Go into the directory. And then we want to find page2.html. So let's refresh this page. Here we go. We got link to page 1 and link to page 2 now. And as you'll see, we're on page 2. Now, just to show you, if I take out this period and slash, it still works fine. The period and slash isn't that important. It's just something worth noting that, you know, look in this directory. It is just something worth knowing. You don't need it. I guess it could be more easier to just put, you know, page 1 and then directory slash page 2. But it's something you really should know. That's the only reason I brought it up. Now, let's link to an external website. I'm actually going to put a break after each one of these, just so we have each link on a separate line. Now, for our break tag, I'm just going, sorry, not our break tag, for our external link, I'm going to link to Google. Now, how this is done, href equals, now, we're just going to play with this a little bit, http://www.google.com. Okay, I'm going to refresh this, go to Google, and sure enough, it goes to Google. I'm going to go back. Okay, now, let's just remove this first little bit here. And go now. It's not found. You'll see here that our HTML website, it thinks that it's looking for a web page called google.com. So it's inside my C directory in websites, in tutorials, looking for something called google.com. So keep in mind, you need to specify HTTP or HTTPS so that your link isn't looking for another file. It knows that it's going to an external website. So I'm just going to go back here, go to Google now, and it works fine. So another takeaway from that is the www I had there originally, not necessary, once again. But the HTTP is to go to an external website. So what should you take away from this tutorial? Well, yeah, so the A tag is what you use for links. In between the opening and closing tag is the text for the link. href is the parameter we specify, which tells our website where this link should be linking to. For internal web pages, so web page is part of our website, you have to specify the path to it. If it's in the same directory, you can just specify the file name. You can, if your heart desires, include the period slash to let it know that it's in this directory. If it's in a separate directory, you have to put the path to it. So in this case, it was in my directory, and then the file name. And then for external websites, you got to remember to put HTTP or HTTPS so that it links to an external website and it's not stuck looking for a file, which is really another website. So that's all I got for you guys this time. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a comment on this video, like this video, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.